OK. Ou pare? Ou pare? Are you ready? Répétez. Ou pare? We are going to do our practice sentences for leçon 4. Ou pare? If you are ready, you would say oui. If you're not ready, you might need to go back into the workbook and do some more of the videos from leçon 4 and backwards. But because you're on, I know ou pare. You're ready. Okay, so I'm going to say a sentence in Creole, then I'm going to say it in English so that you can know what it means. Because like I know, some of you are going to pause, write down the translation. That's perfectly all right. But after you do that, after I say it in Creole, then in English, and you pause to write it down, I'm going to say it several times again for you to répéter. This is to help you with your comprehension and your articulation. The bonus is that you get to see how much language you've learned in so short a time, just 4 lessons. Okay, so this is your first one. Maman li genyen an pile bagay. Her mom has a lot of stuff. Remember, this can be his mom. How will we know? Context. We will know what the person's talking about, or we would ask questions. When I say this sentence or phrase, and when I pause, that means you just go right on ahead and répéter. Maman li genyen an pile bagay. Maman li genyen an pile bagay. You will have a temptation to say bagay when you see the word bagay, because in English, when a consonant, like a G, is separating 2 vowels, like our A's there, you shorten the first vowel, bagay. But in Creole, our vowels retain their full value. All of our alphabet sounds retain their full value. So it is going to be bagay. Maman li genyen an pile bagay. Maman li genyen an pile bagay. Yo poko ban nou anyen. They didn't give us anything yet. Remember, to us in Creole, this means they, not yet, don't yet, give us nothing. Double negative. Yo poko ban nou anyen. It is ban nou because we have a nasal pronoun, nou. So we use the nasal to give, ban. Yo poko ban nou anyen. Yo poko ban nou anyen. Bay ti moun yo manje s'il vous plaît. Give the children food, please. This also means feed the children, please. Give, subject, food is to feed subject. Bay ti moun yo manje s'il vous plaît. Bay ti moun yo manje s'il vous plaît. Sa se nièce madame mwen. This is my wife's niece, or that is my wife's niece. Sa se nièce madame mwen. Sa se nièce madame mwen. Ti fi sa pale en pile. This little girl talks a lot. Or that little girl talks a lot. Ti fi sa pale en pile. Ti fi sa pale en pile. Ou kapab pran mem bagay la. You can take the same thing. Ou kapab pran mem bagay la. Ou kapab pran mem bagay la. Ou kapab pran mem bagay la. Se nou preske rive la. Our sister has almost arrived here. Y'all sister has almost arrived there. Both are correct. Notice we don't have has in there. Almost is not something we can have. It's not something we can carry. So we just omit that. Se nou preske rive la. Se nou preske rive la. Se nou preske rive la. Rive. Rive. Se nou preske rive la. Se paske li vle ale. It's because she wants to go. It's because he wants to go. It's because it desires to go. Se paske li vle ale. Se paske li vle ale. Se paske li vle ale. Cousine ou bel en pile. Your cousin is really beautiful. Your cousin is very beautiful. Your cousin is gorgeous. Cousine ou bel en pile. Cousine ou bel en pile. Cousine ou bel en pile. Li pa kase bagay ou. She didn't break your thing. He didn't break your thing. It didn't break your thing. Li pa kase bagay ou. Li pa kase bagay ou. Li pa kase bagay ou. Jacques pa gen pitit, non? Jacques doesn't have any kids. Non is at the end of a negative sentence. Jack doesn't have any kids, no? Jacques for us is James. James doesn't have any kids, no? Jacques pa gen pitit, non? Jacques pa gen pitit, non? Remember, gen is the abbreviation of gayen, which can be used interchangeably with gayen, except we do not put the abbreviated word at the end of the sentence. So we do not say gen at the end of a sentence. Jacques pa gen pitit, non? Mari mwen pa kapab sorti? My husband can't go out. Sorti does not just mean to come from, it means to come out of. So if I'm going out, I'm going to sorti. If I'm going on a date with my husband, we are going to sorti. Mari mwen pa kapab sorti. Mari mwen, mari, mari, mari mwen pa kapab sorti. Mari mwen pa kapab sorti. Bayo kat bagay. Give them 4 things. What if you want to switch things with something you actually know? You can do that. You can look in the back of the workbook and think of the words you would want to use when you're in Haiti. Give them 4 candies. Si-let. Si-let. Give them 4 cookies. Bonbon. Bonbon. So let's say, give them 4 candies. Bayo 4 siret. Let's say, give them 4 books. Books is livre. Now, books that are livre are textbooks, books with words in them. Bayo 4 livres. So we can say, give them 4 books that are textbooks with text in them, but we can also say give them 4 empty notebooks. That would be notebooks as opposed to textbooks, meaning books without any notes. Blank notebooks, okay? That word is cahier. Cahier. Give them 4 notebooks. Bayo 4 cahier. The word to give there is ba, because yo is not a pronoun, that is nasal. So there's no an blend in that form of to give. It's just ba yo. Repete, ba yo. Okay, I'm going to give you another bonus word. The word for room is chamber. Chambre. Chambre. Tantli na chambre. His aunt is in the room. Her aunt is in the room. Tantli na chambre. Tantli na chambre. Sa pou. This is for you. We don't use say there. Say does not go in front of pou because pou is not a person, place, or thing. Okay? This isn't for you. That's not what this is. This is something that belongs to you. So no say, no is, am, or are, even though in English, this is for you. Sa pou. If you are giving someone a gift or some supplies or anything, you would say, sa pou. Chita pou manger. Sit down to eat. We use pou there because it means for to eat. It is telling us the reason the person must sit down. Chita, for what reason? Pou, for to, manger, to eat. If I were just saying it's time to sit down, I would not use pou because there's no for what. There's no reason. But I am saying sit down for this reason, for to eat. Répétez, chita pou manger. Chita pou manger. Bali nepot. Give her either. Give her any. Give her either. Nepot. Remember, I taught you that n'importe bagay means anything. Répétez, n'importe bagay. N'importe by itself means any, or it can mean either. Bali n'importe. Bali n'importe. Now remember the double negative. If I want to say don't give her any, I would say don't give her nothing. Pa bali rien. Répétez. Pa bali rien. So it's bali because li is not a pronoun that is nasal. It's not moi or nous. So we do not use the an nasal form of to give. We use ba for bali. Okay. Frère yo ba ou sa. Their brother give you this. Their brother give you that. We use ba ou because ou is not a nasal pronoun. So we do not use the nasal form of to give, the an blend. We just say ba ou. Frère yo ba ou sa. Their brothers give you this. Répétez. Frère yo ba ou sa. Poko ba mwen li. Don't give it to me yet. Poko, don't yet. Ban mwen. Mwen is a nasal pronoun. So I can use the an blend nasal form of give. Ban mwen. Li, it. So don't yet give me it. In English, we would say, don't give it to me yet. But I told you when we're using the word li after give, we don't know if it's a person or if it's a thing. Give it, give her, give him. So we reverse it. Instead of saying, don't give it to me yet, we would say, don't yet give me it. Répétez, poko ban mwen li. Poko ban mwen li. Poko ban mwen li. Nou fini. Bien fait, because this was a lot for you. Now, the very next video, what I am going to focus on is literally going through the exercice 4 with you, breaking down the sentences and having you articulate after me. But you must remember the first thing you do is the exercice. The second thing you do is compare it to the answer key in your workbook. The third thing you're going to do is ask questions in the Learn Haitian Creole group if you feel like, I still don't get it. It's a very positive group, and it is very important that we always keep it positive. There is no negativity. No one's complaining on there, and no one is attacking anyone. Okay? It's an amiable site on Facebook. It's a miracle. But after you do all of that, that's when you watch the next video. You also do the same thing for your devoir. For your homework, you do the devoir in the workbook first. Then you check it in the answer key. Then if you feel like I still don't get it, you go to the Learn Haitian Creole group and you ask questions. But you have to be very specific because people aren't going to have their notebooks on them. You have to say this sentence. Here was my translation. Here is what the answer key said. I don't get it. And then after you have peace with the answers you receive, you watch the video on the devoir. I will see you soon. So let's say that in Creole. Nawe pita.